Hello, good day. It's a great joy to come your way once again. This is Bead with Money. I'm extremely grateful to all the people who believe in my dream and have already subscribed to my channel. I'm so grateful. So for today, this is what we are coming to learn. And look at it. It's so gorgeous and it's so beautiful. And the good news is it's so easy to achieve. It's so easy to do. It's not difficult at all. It's a foundational beading technique. It is called crisscross beading. Okay, crisscross beading. Others also call it right angle weave. And these are the beads we are going to use to help us achieve this project. We are actually going to blend pearls and crystal beads. Okay, tool that we'll be using for this project, our cutter, and then we'll be finishing it with this clasp. So it's actually a necklace hook. It helps us to finish our ends so that when we wear it will not come off. Exactly. Well, I must also mention that we'll be using 0.35 of the fishing line. Okay, so you see how the necklace is lying. Okay, how it's relaxing and lying around the neck. That is how it's supposed to be worn. Okay, so the beauty of a bead like this, or a concept like this, or a design like this comes out clearer when it is worn just around the neck, like the way you are seeing it. Okay, so when you're coming to work on crisscross beading, you need 2 strands of fishing line, and I've already cut out the fishing line. Okay, the measurement is 60 inches. For what we are coming to do, we'll be needing about 60 inches strands of fishing lines. We are using two of the fishing lines. The first thing we'll do is to measure out 10 inches. Okay, we'll be using that part when we are done working on the necklace. Okay, so what I usually do is to just lock it with a bead, but I don't let the knotting become too hard, because I'll take it off and then use that part of the fishing line, so the knotting is not too tight, so that I can easily untie it and use that part. So what we do is we bring the 2 edges of the fishing line together, and then we arrange a few beads on the fishing line before we start applying our technique. So for this particular project, I want to arrange just three beads on the fishing line. So I take 2 crystals and then I add 1 pearl. So you push the 2 fishing lines through the number of beads you decide to arrange before you start your technique proper. Exactly. Then you open up the fishing line. In arranging the beads, the first few beads you put on the fishing line, there's no hard and fast rule as to how you should arrange it. It is to your own discretion, however you choose. And the number of beads too, there also is no rule about the number of beads you should use. You can even decide to use just 1 bead. I choose to use 3. So when you understand the concept and you are working on your own a necklace, you can decide which number you want to use. You can even decide you want to even use any number at all. You go straight on with the technique. So having arranged 3 beads on the fishing line, the next thing you do is to open up the fishing line this way. Then you pick 3 beads. You put 1 bead on the left fishing line, and then you put another bead on the right fishing line. And the next thing we do is we cross the 3rd bead, and this is how we do the crossing. We position the bead this way, okay, with one end of the whole of the bead facing my right hand, and then the other end of the whole of the bead facing my left hand. Exactly. So you pass the fishing line through the whole of the bead, the part that is facing the right hand, that's the way, and you pull. Then you pass the other fishing line through the opposite hole, that way, okay, and you pull. This is basically what we are going to do throughout till we get to our desired length, okay. So we pick 3 beads again. We place one bead on the right fishing line, then another on the left fishing line, and the third bead we crisscross one end of the hole in the bead facing the right hand side, and then the other hole of the same bead facing the left hand side, and then you pull. You see, good. So this is the length that, so you keep on arranging your beads using the crisscrossing beading concept. Okay, we haven't had our 15 inches yet, so we'll keep adding our beads, arranging them in a crisscrossing way till we get to our desired length. So we're almost done. We are about finishing the necklace. We're almost done with our necklace. See how beautiful it looks. Right, so next thing we do is to fix the hook. Okay, so watch me carefully. We pass the 2 fishing lines through the eye of the hook. You see this small hole here? Okay, it is the eye of the hook, and we pass the fishing line through the eye of the hook this way. And then we pull. Then we pass it over the hook into the immediate bead, and then the other beads as well. Then we pull it gently, and the next thing we do is we knot. We open up the fishing line and we knot. And for the knotting too, this is how I do my knotting. 1, 2, and then I tie. Then I turn and do same to the down part. Okay, so when we finish with our knotting, what we do next is we open the fishing line this way, pass them through the side beads. You see? So first we did the knotting, then we pass it through the side bead on the right with our right fishing line, and then we again pass the fishing line, as in the left fishing line, through our left side bead. Exactly. So this is what we'll have. Okay, then what we do again is to pass one of the fishing lines, it could be the left or the right, either, through the middle bead, this bead that was initially crisscrossed. Okay, so we pass it through the middle bead this way. So just one of the fishing line, and in this particular project I'm using the right fishing line, so I'll pass it through the middle bead that way. So they all meet at a point. Hope you can see they are all meeting at one side. Good. And what I do next is I knot. I knot again. 1, 2. Okay. Then I pull it gently. So voila, we are done. Then I cut. I do my cutting very close to the knot, but not through the knot. Okay, so our necklace is ready. Thank you so much for staying with me. Please subscribe, like, and share.